Hey, this is Dr. J, and this is another episode of No Cap. You know, while I was vacationing this summer, hanging out with my friend, we decided to take to a trail. And, as we started out the trail, it was pretty easy, pretty comfortable. It had some hills and valleys, but it wasn't anything too wild. Well, after a while, that trail started to become more steep, and it became more narrow in places, and we had to grab branches and pull ourselves up, and we had to really watch our step, and it became more challenging the higher we went. And the reason we were climbing this trail, or climbing this mountain, because it was a mountain, we were trying to get to the top because we wanted to see the view. We got to a point where we had to encourage ourselves, and it was so funny as I think back on it. We were using our experiences along the trail to preach a word and to encourage each other. We were tired. We wanted to get to the top. Well, finally, we did. And it was well worth the climb. But that's not the important part, right? The important part is what God told me on top of that mountain. As I looked across, I could see just the most amazing panoramic view. I saw houses, I saw cars, everything was tiny. I could see for miles. I saw other islands. And as I stood there, God said to me, "You know how you've been kind of challenged this year? Well, when you're on the ground, there's only so much that you can see. But when you're on the top here, you have an idea of what my vantage point, what my perspective of your life is. And I just want you to know, as you look out on all of these things that you would never get to see from the ground, just know that I've got your back. I've got it all covered. God has got it." That's my message today. And in fact, in Jeremiah 29:11-13, it says, "For I know the plans and thoughts that I have for you, says the Lord, plans for peace and well-being and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Then you'll call on me and you'll come and pray to me, and I will hear your voice and I will listen to you. Then with a deep longing, you will seek me and require me as a vital necessity, and you will find me when you search for me with all your heart." Sometimes it seems like there's so much going on, but we have to remember that God sees it all and he knows it all. So simply, I want to say, be encouraged, because God's got it. He knows the plans that he has for us. This is Dr. J, and this has been No Cap.